health seekers, Inga from Health Origins here. Tonight I'm gonna be making throw together lasagna. So I'm gonna be, throwing some veg I've got and some leftover things and making lasagna out of it. So let's get started. So first of all, we still need to make a tomato sauce. So I've got about 1.5 cups of baby plum tomatoes. So I'm going to whisk them up together with some Lithuanian tomato sauce I still have. You could use pasata or perhaps some paste, tomato paste, maybe diluted with a bit of some brine, so either olive brine or even just water maybe. Then I'm going to be putting a can of chopped tomatoes, and I'm going to be putting a little bit of Thai sweet chili sauce. So yeah, and some of smoked paprika spice, just to make it a bit smoky. And I'm not going to add salt, although actually maybe a little salt as well. So I'll add a little tiny bit of salt too, because there's salt in this, there's salt in this already, so obviously these two are not salted, so I'll add a little bit. So yeah. So there's my salt, so I'll add some salt too. So I'm going to add about I would say half a teaspoon of salt. So I'll add that. Add about half a teaspoon of smoked paprika. That's all I seem to have at the minute anyway. Need to top this up. And then gonna add all of the tomato sauce I got left over. That's about 3 big tablespoons, or about 4 tablespoons if they're not heaped. So just add that, and I also like to wash the jar with a little bit of water as well, to just use the last bits up. So just washing my jar. Then I'm gonna open the chopped tomatoes. There you go. So we'll have quite a little bit of salt there. And then add about 3-4 tablespoons of sweet chili sauce. It's quite a big amount, so I'll add 4. So there you go, and I'm gonna now blitz that up with my stick blender and get back to you. So yeah, so we've got the sauce. Let me do a little taste test. So nice, really nice. I could have that straight on a some pasta or even courgette, would be yummy. So that's our red sauce sorted. So I'm going to walk you through the rest of the ingredients now. So we've got some broccoli that I've steamed and just pulsed in a food processor, so it's kind of like, you know, like a rice consistency if you like. And then I've got my basil pesto, but this time it was made with the sunflower seeds, not cashews. So I've got a bit of that, and then I've diluted it with a bit of olive brine. Then I've got some leeks that I've just dry fried a little. Then I've got some leftover coconut creamy curry that is about 1.5 cups here. So, and this is 2 leeks, by the way, and this is I think 2 small heads of the broccoli. So this curry is left over, so I'm going to use it, you know, as a creamy sauce to bind this cauliflower rice together. So I've steamed cauliflower and also pulsed in the food processor too. So I'm going to mix that with that, mix the broccoli with the green pesto. So that's going to be your green layer. That's going to be kind of a whitey, creamy, yellowy layer. Then at the back there, I've got some black beans that I've just slightly mashed with potato masher, and I'm going to add some soy sauce to them. And then I've got the my Caesar dressing that I made earlier with the sunflower seeds. So that's going to be like a white finishing sauce, or maybe I'll have a little bit in between as well. Then I've got some what you call them, zucchini. That's it. Courgettes or zucchini in here that I've sliced, kind of mandolined into like these thin slices. And then I've got some carrot. It was 2 carrots, 2 big carrots that I've grated, dry fried, and put about 1 tablespoon of sweet chili sauce to mix in the end. So that's carrots. So that's what we're gonna put into the lasagna. And actually, yeah, you need lasagna sheets. So I've got whole wheat lasagna sheets that are some left over, so we're gonna finish those. And then if we're not enough, I've bought some semi-whole, actually I didn't realize it was semi-whole grain, but it's a spelt pasta lasagna sheet, so I might need to mix some of these in as well. Now we're gonna combine the layers together. So I've got the tomato sauce, so we're gonna start with that. So pour in kind of even layer at the bottom. We'll leave some for 1 layer in between, and I'll just distribute it evenly. Probably could have done with a bit less than that. So yeah, so I'm gonna actually, I was very generous, so I'm gonna take a little bit off, because all you need is just a very, very thin base layer just to wet the pasta, you know, so the pasta gets wet and it cooks through with the heat. So that should be enough. Yeah, just thin layer. And then we're gonna put our sheets on. So I'm starting with the older whole wheat lasagna sheets I've got, and I'm not cooking them at all, just layering them like this, and I'm kind of just overlapping them a little bit, like by about 1 centimeter or so, just tapping into the sauce first and then sticking it on. Like that. And the last one actually, so you could probably overlap by a little bit more. I don't do lasagna often enough, otherwise I probably would know how far do you go. There you go. So I've got one layer of pasta now. So now we need a layer of vegetables. I think I'll do the courgette now. So I'm going to do courgette. So these are ideal actually for that size. The whole courgette is the right size. Might be running out. Let's have a look. So this was one big courgette. So I'm gonna, no, I think will be just enough actually. Will be just alright. So got that. Then I'm gonna sprinkle the onions on. That'll be kind of like our green layer. One green layer. So sprinkle them on. Actually not as much as I thought, so just distributed more evenly. Along the whole layer. So and then we go for the next layer. So now I'm gonna go for kind of beige or white layer. In fact, let's put another lot of sheets as well. In fact, because these are actually not got too much liquid under them, I'm gonna just slightly wet these, and I'm gonna put them wet already. So I've just slightly dampened them. You can either run it under the tap or just put it in a plate with water. There we go, we've got a pasta layer. I'm gonna then continue with the this layer, which is the cauliflower with curry. So just even this out. And flatten it. It's sticking quite well actually. It's quite good. Now I'm gonna stick some more pasta sheets. Still some of these left, so I'm gonna add, actually it looks pretty dry, so I'm gonna wet these as well. So there we go, so we've got another pasta layer. So we're gonna, for a bigger contrast, we're gonna go for black beans layer now. So these are the black beans that have been a little bit mashed, and I put, it's about 2.5 cups of black beans approximately, and I put 2 big tablespoons of soy sauce and mixed it through. So I'm gonna add those now. So actually I probably could have done with a little bit more of the beans, because it's a very small layer, this one. I'll try and distribute as evenly as I can. So yeah, so that's another layer done. Now I'm going to add the carrots on top. That's also a very thin layer. Probably could do with 4 carrots rather than 2 carrots, because this is obviously a massive dish I'm making. So if your dish is smaller, then it'll be fine, but this one is just very large. Funny though, even this dish doesn't last very long for me and Mark, because we eat quite big portions, especially, you know, something as nice as lasagna. I've never made this lasagna like this before, like with these specific ingredients. This is just putting together what I've got at the minute and what I just, you know, came to my mind. So it'll be interesting to see what it turns out. So now I'm gonna pour some of the leftover red sauce and put another layer of lasagna. And because this is liquid, then we'll not need to wet the pasta sheets for this one. It's going to be good. There we go. I'm going to add some more pasta sheets. So that, and a couple for there. Just need to wet the edges so it kind of sticks on a bit. There we go. So that's this layer done. Now we're gonna do the last one, which is the green, which is our broccoli, broccoli and pesto, and then top it off will be white sauce. So we've got the steamed broccoli mixed with the pesto. I think this would be my favorite layer probably, because mine and Mark's, I think, because we both love the basil pesto. And it's a nice color combination, red and green, to finish it off. So this layer is a bit better, it's a bit more. So should be good. So I had some technical difficulties filming this last bit, so I've added the broccoli layer broccoli and pesto layer, and then I've had like only 3 sheets of pasta left, so I'll put them on, and then put the Caesar dressing sauce on top, and that's it. That's ready to go into the oven. I preheated the oven on 200 Celsius, and I'm gonna be putting the lid on and cooking this with the lid on for 20 minutes, and then I'll take the lid off for the last 30 minutes or so and reduce the heat to about 180, and finish the lasagna like that, so the sauce gets a little bit browned up and dried out. So yeah, so that's ready to go. So voila, we've got the finished lasagna, and we're gonna cut and try some now. So there you go, guys, the finished product. Voila! Actually, this is how it looks cut. Nice layers. So yeah, so let's do a taste test. Oh my god. Yeah, this lasagna makes me happy. I'm not even that hungry anymore, but wow, it's got like this nice sweetness and the tanginess, and just, yeah, and the vegetables, it's lovely. So yeah, like I said, I probably couldn't recreate this lasagna again, because I've added that curry, guys, you've seen, but so instead of that curry, perhaps you could use maybe coconut milk, or maybe, you know, make a sauce, white sauce from tofu and mix in with that cauliflower. But yeah, other things obviously you can make, but it's just delicious. So enjoy. Let me know what you thought, if you kind of recreated something similar. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe for more videos, and till the next time.